Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and in this video here I'm going to talk to you about hashish production slash hash production, however you want to pronounce it. Honestly, it's called both in this game, in Kenshi, and also how to make money through it. So hash is the main drug of Kenshi. It's commonly sold in the swamp. Actually, I think that's the hives and the swamp, I think, are the only two places you can sell it. I could be wrong though, or where you can buy it, sorry. And in order to make hashish, what you need to do is research hash production, I'm pretty sure it's called, or hashish production, either or. They, like, these two words are interchangeable as far as hash goes in this game. And once you research hashish production, you'll be able to make these hemp processors, which you see Griffin working at here. I thought it was kind of, I did it for shits and giggles to make the ex-Holy Nation guy work on making drugs, since the drugs are outlawed in Holy Nation. I thought it was a nice little blend of irony. So he's working on making a whole bunch of hash, and as you can see, he's got all of the resources around him. He's got some hemp in the barrels around him. He's got some water in the water tanks, and he's got tons and tons and tons of crates for hashish storage all around the room, as you can see. Kind of went crazy with just clicking random places towards the end. Didn't feel like organizing them properly. There's also two hash production labs in there because one person, it doesn't usually go fast enough. Sometimes he dips and runs off to do go grab some food, and I wanted to use my hemp at a much faster rate because let me show you right here. I have 3 gardens of hemp. Actually, I have 4 gardens of hemp, and I can't keep up with the cost. I'm using hemp for fabric, for fuel, and for the hash production. And I'm still getting like way more hemp than I can use. So as far as the cost of resources, in my opinion, you don't have that much to worry about. You usually get a decent amount of hemp when you farm, unless you're in a climate where you're not going to get a lot. I'm in a good green environment with high fertility, so I'm getting a lot of hemp. I think, I can't remember how much hemp it costs per 1 hash. I think like 5 maybe. I could be wrong about that though. Overall, the cost of the resource cost per what you get for the output is pretty darn good. The downside of making hash is there's only a few locations you can sell it to begin with, and and to make it even worse, there's only a few locations you can sell it and get a very, very good profit. So hash can be sold in like Mongrel, Black Scratch, or most of the Tech Hunter way stations for a price markup. You can also usually sell it to the hivers for a price markup, but it's only going to be like 110% to 120%, which isn't that much. You're not going to get enough money for your hash for the time spent to make it. There's way better ways. Honestly, if you just made the hemp into fabric, it would probably be more money than if you took hash and tried to sell it in one of the places I just mentioned. However, if you make hash and you try to sell it in Morn or Flats Lagoon, which is where I'm standing right now on this character, you're going to sell it for a 500% price markup, and I'll show you that right here. So you can see hash right here has a price markup of 535%. It's a 135% price markup normally. However, there's a plus 400% when you are in this town or the other town, Morn. Both of those towns are towns that are controlled by the Tech Hunters, so that's something that's very important to keep in mind, because if you try to sell it in in the United Cities, you'll be arrested. Well, you'll be attacked and then arrested if you get knocked out. If you try to sell it in the Holy Nation, same deal, you're going to be arrested. And if you try to sell it in the Shek Nation, same deal, arrested. It reminds me of that meme where it's like straight to jail, because that's basically what it's going to be like. You try to sell it even at the merchant, and they're just going to be like, guards, and then straight to jail. There's only a few towns where you're actually able to sell it and make a massive, massive price markup. And that is, these are the only 2 towns that I know of, Flats Lagoon and Morn. There might be another town to do it, but I'm honestly not sure. And as you can see, even if you have a small amount of hash, you're able to go through the merchants here. I've already cleared out 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th merchant with hash, and I still have 58 on me when I started with 150. And you can also see that this Flats Lagoon merchant sells engineering research and ancient science books. You can only buy these from the merchant once, though, so keep that in mind. One thing, too, about this, the engineering researches that you get here can be used to unlock the hash production. I think it only takes 2 engineering research to unlock hash production. I don't know if you need any engineering research for the tech level to unlock it. I do not think you do. So realistically, you would probably be able to come to Flats Lagoon, buy the engineering research, start making hash, and then sell the hash here after you make it. Since these 2 towns are the best locations to sell your hash, I would recommend if you're going to do like a hash production run, I'd recommend you make your base somewhere in this general area. Shem isn't a bad location for a base, though the one thing to keep in mind is it's going to be 100% arid, 10% green, and you can only grow hemp in green environments, so your hemp is going to get a massive penalty to the yield growing it in Shem. However, the proximity to Flats Lagoon is essentially the trade-off. The next best zone to grow it in that is close to Flats Lagoon would probably be Fishman Island down here, because I think it is 100, or I think it's 70% or 100% green. I can't remember, but that's probably the next best location. The burning forest might be good if you have some acid protection, but probably not. It's still something that I might not recommend because it does acid protection zones are a bit of a pain in the butt. You can see my base is all the way over in Gut, which is a little bit too far, honestly, to reliably make hash and sell it. The main reason that I'm making hash and doing it for this video is for this video, and to educate you on, what it's all about and stuff like that. Overall, though, hash is generally, you'll see if you read the Wikipedia for this game, it's generally called a noob trap, because a lot of people assume that hash is going to be like one of the best selling things you could make in the game, but realistically, it's not going to be that good for profit. The best way to make money through hash is actually just to buy it from the swamp, buy it from all the towns in the swamp, and then sell it in Flats Lagoon and Morn, and then buy skeleton repair kits in Flats Lagoon and Morn and sell them in the swamp. And then you can do this nice rotation. You can also buy sake in the swamp and sell it in Morn and Flats Lagoon, and then buy cactus rum in Flats Lagoon and Morn and sell it in the swamp. And that is generally considered to be the best trade route you can do in Kenshi. And I would recommend you do that instead of making hash. However, if you do have to make hash, the method I told you is probably the best. Set up a base near Flats Lagoon and sell everything in Flats Lagoon and Morn. Honestly, Flats Lagoon is the better town to sell them in. Morn only has one vendor, literally, aside from the bar. But the bar only stocks like 5,000 cats. The other vendor stocks 25k cats. So, in my honest opinion, it's not even that worth it going out of your way to hit Morn. You may as well just sell everything in Flats Lagoon. But anyway, that's really all there is to it. If I forgot anything, left anything out, or got anything wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. And if this video did help you out, please leave me a like because that helps me out. Aside from that, I will catch you guys around in the next Kenshi video. Peace.